Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of TLFC. Today we're going to take a look at the 2024-25 Premier League home kits. So pretty much every home kit has been released, actually all but one, but I found the leak of the Bournemouth kit, so I think we're ready to go ahead and take a look at these and go ahead and rank them. So we're going to go ahead and rank them as buy it, run out and go buy that thing right now, and then below that we're going to have this thing is nice, and then it works, then meh, and at the very bottom we're gonna have burn it. Burn this thing, throw it in the fire. It's a horrible, horrible kit. So if this is something you guys are interested in, I will be doing the away kits next, and then I'll probably do the EFL Championship kits as well. So if this is something that you're interested in, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing. But without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and take a look and rank the 2024-25 Premier League home kits. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're just going to do these alphabetically, so we're going to start with Arsenal and we're going to end with Wolverhampton. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first team, Arsenal. Alright guys, so this is Arsenal's home kit this year, and I'm not going to lie, it's not necessarily a kit that knocks my socks off. You know, I do like the kit, I do like that, you know, you can tell it's Arsenal, and one thing I do really like about it is it's the first time they've done the cannon since 1989, so I like that it's just the cannon badge on it. But, you know, it's not something that really knocks my socks off. I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans will probably buy this kit, but for me, it's not like the most incredible Arsenal kit I've ever seen, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the It Works category.
But it works for me.
Alright, so that's going to bring us to our next team, which is Aston Villa. And here's a look at Aston Villa's home kit. So this is the first time they've debuted this new crest. And I gotta say, I do like this new crest. I think it looks pretty sharp. I like the color scheme, you know. It has their traditional claret on sky blue, which looks good to me. It's not like the most incredible kit I've ever seen, but I do like that they went for a new crest. And, you know, I can tell that it's Villa out there on the field. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this one in the It Works category as well.
That'll do.
Okay, so that brings us to Bournemouth, and here is a look at Bournemouth's home kit, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really not a fan of this kit, guys. You know, it's just really plain. I like Bournemouth's kit from a few years ago, you know, it just where they did their traditional red and black stripes with, you know, a little bit more flair. I'll pop up a picture of the older kit. I like that one a lot better than this one. This one's just really plain to me. I honestly really don't like it. The only thing that's kind of cool is the cherries on the back of the collar, on the back of the shirt, but other than that, I'm not a fan of this shirt. I'm gonna have to say this is my first burn it. I really don't like it. Throw that thing in the fire. It feels phoned in to me.
You're gonna land it on fire?
All right, guys, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to Brentford, and this is Brentford's exact same kit, well, home kit anyway, that they wore in the 2023-24 season. So just for that reason, I'm tempted to burn it, but I really don't hate this kit. I think it is a pretty sharp kit. I like the way, you know, the bottom of the kit fades to black on the stripes. I think it looks cool. I liked it last year. You know, I didn't make a video for this last year, but I would have rated this relatively high last year. And just because it is, you know, a recycled kit, I have to stick it in the meh category this year. Probably should burn it because they didn't do anything new, but because I do like it, I'm gonna stick it in meh.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so this brings us to Brighton, and here's a look at Brighton's home kit this year. This one's kind of inspired by their 2020-21 kit. I can't say I really hate this kit. I can't really say I love this kit. You know, I can definitely tell it's Brighton when they're out there on the field. They definitely capture, you know, the Brighton look with the, you know, blue and white stripes. And I do like the little white pinstripe going down the middle of the blue, and it kind of fades in and out. It works for me, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do with the jersey. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the It Works category. Okay guys, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to Chelsea, and let's take a look at Chelsea's home kit. Here it is, and don't really like this one. You know, I like that they tried, you know, they tried to do this blue flame look, and I don't think they really pulled it off the way they wanted to. It looks kind of silly the way it flows through the shorts and the shirt. I know Chelsea fans actually hate this thing, and for me, it's not like the worst kit I've ever seen, but I definitely don't like it. I definitely don't like it. I think the best thing about this kit is that Cole Palmer meme that's been going around where it looks like he's waiting for his mom to pick him up from school. That's probably the best one. And no Cole Palmer hate here. We're big Cole Palmer fans at this channel, but hilarious meme. So, you know, you'd think I'd burn it because it's the blue flame, and that's almost, you know, that'd be perfect irony for me to burn it, but I don't hate it that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the meh category.
Meh. What do you mean, meh?
Okay, and now we're on to Crystal Palace, and here's a look at their home kit, and I've got to say, this is probably my favorite kit released this season. This thing looks awesome. I love how they captured, you know, the traditional blue and red stripes that Palace is known for, and they really tied in this cool eagle pattern into the striping. I really, really like this kit. I think it pops, you know, from a distance, you can tell it's Palace. And then, you know, when you get a lot closer to the shirt, the stripes, you can see there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of eagles flying throughout it, you know, obviously borrowed from the Crystal Palace badge. I love this kit. If I was a Palace fan, I would definitely buy this kit. So this kit is going straight to the go buy it category.
Take my money.
Okay guys, so now we're on to Everton, and here's a look at the Everton home kit. And I'm not gonna lie, I really like this kit. It's not something I would run out and buy, but I really like what they did. They took the original crest, Everton's original crest, and they subtly worked this into the stitching of the shirt. So I really like that. I really like when teams pay homage to, you know, some of their tradition, and I think that's a really cool shirt that they've done that. You really have to kind of look closely to see it, but you can see that they've tied it in. And you know, if it popped a little more, maybe if you could see it a little bit better, I would probably say this is a go buy it. But for me, I think it's a this thing is nice. So that's where I'm gonna stick it, in the this thing is nice category.
Oh. Ooh, nice. Nice, they did a great job.
Yeah. All right guys, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to Fulham. And here's Fulham's home kit this year. And you know, this is nothing special. It's obviously a Fulham home shirt. You know, they always wear white with red and black. And you know, I like that it's a pretty obviously Fulham. And you know, I like that they kind of have that traditional collar look. I really like the way the shirt looks with the collar, but it doesn't jump off the shelf to me. It's not something that I hate. It's not something that I love. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the it works category because it works. It looks like a traditional Fulham shirt. Okay, so that brings us to Ipswich Town, and here's a look at Ipswich Town's home jersey. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of this jersey. It's pretty boring to me. So this is the first time that they've had pinstripes on their jersey for about a decade. So I kind of like that it goes to, you know, some of their older jerseys, pays some homage to some history. But other than that, I'm not a huge fan. To me, the sponsor on the shirt is very distracting. So I guess it's for Ed Sheeran's Equals Tour. You know, I didn't know that. I had to look this up. So I just thought they were going on a math tour this year. They were gonna go compete against some, you know, grade school kids in some math.
My fellow nerds and I will retire to the nerdery with our calculators.
So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the kit. Honestly, the sponsor is what kills it for me. Knowing that it's Ed Sheeran makes it a little bit better, I guess. Makes it a little cooler, I guess. But to me, not a huge fan. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this one in the meh category. Okay, so that's gonna bring us to Leicester City. So here's a look at Leicester City's home kit. And this one is another one of those that's just a little bit boring to me. You know, they did a couple things that like spice it up. They have some cool patterning on the sides of it. And you know, I do like that on the top of the collar near on the back of the neck there, it says Foxes Never Quit. I think that's a cool touch. But to me, it's just kind of a boring jersey. You know, nothing about it jumps out to me. So it's not a burn it, but I am gonna stick it in the meh category because it's just plain, and to me, it's pretty meh. Sorry, Leicester. All right, guys, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to Liverpool, and here's a look at Liverpool's home kit. And I'm not gonna lie, I really like this kit. So this one pays homage to their 1984 European Cup Championship, which is now the Champions League. So, you know, it's the 40-year anniversary of that win for them. So I really like that it pays homage to that. It's called the Rome kit because they won that in Rome. And, you know, here's a picture of Virgil van Dijk with, you know, his little Vespa just to prove how Roman the shirt is. But yeah, I really like this, guys. I think it's cool. I like the "You'll Never Walk Alone" pattern that they have on the shirt. That's what they're calling it. It's cool. I really like this shirt. If I was a Liverpool fan, I would buy this in a heartbeat. So I'm gonna have to stick this in the go buy it category.
I want to buy it.
All right, so that brings us to Man City, and here's a look at Man City's home kit. So at first glance, I really thought this was a boring kit, and I really wasn't a fan of it until I started looking closer at the sleeves, and then I realized it has the 0161 on it, which is the area code for the city of Manchester. So for me, I really like that. I really like when American teams kind of pay homage to area codes and things like that within their jerseys. So I like it here too. I think it's really cool. To me, it's not a run out and go buy it jersey. I'm sure a lot of Man City fans will, and people from Manchester who, you know, aren't United fans will buy this because that's pretty cool. But for me, it's not, you know, super special. The rest of the shirt's a little bit plain. So I'm gonna stick it in the "this thing is nice" category. But I do like the jersey very much, and I'm sure they're gonna sell a ton. All right, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to Manchester United, and I'm not a huge fan of this Manchester United shirt, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do like that it has two tones, you know, it goes from the dark red to the lighter red at the top, but it's kind of that plain Adidas template that everyone's kind of doing this year, and I'm really not a fan of that template in general. If you've seen some of my older videos, you know, with Euro kits and Copa America kits, I'm not a huge fan of this template, and to me, it's pretty boring, and Manchester United should be doing better with their kits, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the meh category. Okay, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to Newcastle, and here's a look at Newcastle's home kit. And This is another one that, you know, I don't think is the best kit I've ever seen, but I don't hate it. I do like that it pays homage to the 2002-2003 season, which is pretty cool, and it does look pretty similar to that kit. You know, the collar's a little different, but other than that, it's pretty similar. You can tell it's Newcastle. Doesn't jump off the page to me, but I don't hate it. It's not something I think they need to go out and destroy. I think it's a little bit above the meh category, so I'm gonna stick it in, it works. All right, so that brings us to Nottingham Forest, and this is Nottingham Forest's home kit. And I'm not gonna lie, I really like this kit. So it's that plain Adidas template, but one thing that I really like about this kit is stitched into it, it's pretty subtle. I don't know if you can see it, but there's stars, 2 stars overlapping to represent their 2 European Cup wins. So I think that's really cool. You know, they do have the 2 stars above their badge to represent their European Cup wins. So I really like that about this shirt. I really, really like the history involved with this shirt. I think it's a sharp looking shirt. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the "this thing is nice" category. All right, guys, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to Southampton, and this is Southampton's shirt for this season, their home kit. And not gonna lie, guys, I really, really don't like this kit. I hate the sponsor on the front. I'm not a huge fan of, you know, sponsors that are associated with gambling on the front of the shirts. Granted, you know, I have a few lead shirts with gambling sponsors on them, and I like them, but I'm not a huge fan of giant, you know, gambling sponsors. And it's a pretty plain shirt. You know, they do have a little bit of something on the sleeves here. I couldn't find anything, you know, that tied it specifically with Southampton. I just saw that it was called Razzle Dazzle, and it doesn't razzle dazzle me, guys. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to burn this one, Southampton. Sorry, guys. Throw it in the fire.
I was there to set it ablaze.
All right, guys, so that's gonna bring us to Tottenham, and here's a look at Tottenham's home kit. And I'm not gonna lie, I really, really don't like this one either. So when I first saw a picture of this kit, it was a picture of everybody sitting in a room with it. I'll pop up the picture I saw, and I honestly thought they were all wearing tank tops. I thought they were wearing, you know, like basketball shirts with blue undershirts, and then I realized, no, that's their kit release. I thought it was an ad for like a tank top they were releasing this year. So not gonna lie, I really don't like this kit. I tried to look into it to find out if there was any history involved with it or something I could find for a redeeming feature, but I really don't like this one, guys. So if there's any Tottenham fans, you can let me know if I missed something about this, some history on it, but I don't like it at all. To me, it looks kind of like a tank top. The sleeves kill it for me. Don't like the collar. I'm throwing it in the fire, guys. Get it in there, burn it.
Throw it in the fire!
Okay, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to West Ham, and here's a look at West Ham's home kit for this season, and this is one that I absolutely love. So this is actually a 60th anniversary or 60th celebration kit for West Ham's Cups Winners' Cup championship that they won 60 years ago. So the Cups Winners' Cup was a tournament that used to be held up until 1999, which was the cup winners of each country would all play in one tournament. So the tournament doesn't exist anymore, but I still love the history of this kit. I actually really like the way it looks. I'm usually not a fan of super simple kits, but I love this one. I love the badge. I love the light blue, the sky blue badge. You know, obviously they have their traditional claret, and I like the claret and blue stripes on the sleeves. I love this kit. If I was a West Ham fan, just for the history alone, and I like the sharp look of that blue badge, so I would run out and go buy it. So this is a go buy it.
Here, take all my money.
All right, so that's gonna go ahead and bring us to our last team. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Wolverhampton, and this is a look at Wolves' home kit for this year. And so this kit is made by Sudo, which is a company I had never heard of until now. I had to look them up. From what I was able to gather, they're a UK-based company, and to me, I'm not a huge fan of this kit. So I did see the away kit. You'll see that in a future video. I did love the away kit that this company came out with, but I really, really do not like this home kit. It's super, super boring. I don't like the sponsor. I don't like the center badge placement of the wolf. To me, it is very, very, very boring. I genuinely dislike it a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to burn it, but Wolves will redeem themselves in the away kit.
Torch it. Who are you?
I don't know, Phil.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick my favorite jersey real quick before we end this. And for me, it's gotta be the Crystal Palace kit. I love the Crystal Palace kit. Super sharp. The way the Eagles are in the blue and the red stripes, it just really, really looks good. They actually tried really hard to make a cool jersey, and I think they nailed it. So for me, I think Crystal Palace definitely has the best kit this year, for home kits anyway. So congratulations, Crystal Palace.
We did it. We did it.
All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for another video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. Those of you who, made it to the end here, feel free to let me know down below which kits you like and which you don't. Let me know if I got them way wrong. And, let me know if I missed out on any history, because history, would have changed some things for me. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Please consider subscribing. I will be making more videos like this in the future. But other than that, guys, have a super fantastic weekend. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.